Hello, I am Servant. I am Pisces. How's everybody doing out there today? I've got a little deal that I want to tell the guys that some of the things that you got going on in your life that you feel is completely out of round or out of control. The you been wanting to be subservient or wanting to take care of somebody, you want to do the right thing. Gals, this has nothing to do with you. The good-hearted women out there, has nothing to do with you. It has to do with narcissists and entrapment and everything else on the other side. So this is a deal where a guy named Samson, you know, he was given a gift from God because he was a small giant. He was given a gift to do good things, which he was a bad guy. Don't get me wrong. He had done bad. We all have done bad. The thing that he had done was that he walked away from a marriage, come back. She's already married again. He got upset, slayed some people, about 30, went on about his business, got into another little spat, and he killed another 1,000, another 300. It just kept on going with him to the point that whenever he got to the gate, he was met by Delilah, which she was uh, a wildflower. Let's put it that way. Then they kept bugging him about his secrets, his secrets, his secrets. Well, I hold some secrets back myself. So he had, they trimmed his hair, put him in prison. That weakened him. He just didn't have no way to get out because he lost all his power because it was all in his hair. So they they blinded him with a hot poker, took his eyeballs, and then he got a chance to get out, which they don't know how long he was in prison. And then there was like 3,000 Palestinian, or yeah, Palestinian. So he got to his two pillars and pushed them apart and took them all with him. Well, he killed himself in process. So the object of the game is that if you end up with somebody like Delilah, okay, and you keep going down the path with Delilah, you got to take and discern that part, that if she's a Delilah or not. And if she is, you're probably not too far behind her. Recognize that that's Delilah. Thank you very much. Um, I don't think there's nothing I can do here with you, or make a family or start anything together. Just understand that you have discernment because you've been told a story about somebody else's life that you can actually understand that you're powerful. You're either a king, a prince, or a page. You're one of three. So you got to understand that you understand these discernments about your lady friends that you go out with. If they're very good people, then you know what you're in. If they're in it for themselves, you'll be able to see that too. Just use your discernment, or end up like Samson. He done himself in because guess what? That was his only way out. He done lost his eyes. Well, this is the same thing that's going on out there today. Guys, don't lose your eyes. You can see what's going on. Sex is just sex, you know. Um, you either do it the right way, or you walk out of natural law and you get hung up the other way. So understand that when you go to present yourself in these deals or in these places and you meet women and you're doing your thing, you know what you're getting into. You can't blame somebody else, okay? They can be nicey and trap you too. So that's the reason why the point of taking your time, knowing who your person is. You'll see it come out. When you do, then it's time to go. If not, then you live with what you get into. I don't think Samson, he was a strong man and he done what he done. But I think that the understanding is walk away from things that don't serve you. These things have to serve you, okay? Not women or servants or anything else like that, but when you fall in love and it's equal, it's a natural lighting between two. You're both subservient to yourselves, to each other. You know it. It's just a feeling. And it's not hormones flying and everything else. Everybody can accuse hormones for this, hormones for that. Hey, use your head. They didn't say, okay, you got a hormone, stick your head in the wood chipper. You know better. And you have discernment. So what Jesus and God and everybody's went through, God's given the word to Jesus. Jesus is giving the word out to the people. The apostles are scrolling this, okay? And look here, it's 2,000 years of history. Even all the way back to, Enoch. You've got history here that you can go and say, okay, this guy shouldn't have never stuck his head in that wood chipper. There you go. You understand now. Delilah, was paid to take care of this guy one way or another because he slayed a lot of people. But understand that you're Samson out here. You're just trying to do the very best you can to live life and take care of yourself. Take care of the people around you, loving everybody, being in natural law, natural order. The point that the other side of the story is, ladies, you know who the Delilahs are. If you see your friend with a Delilah, then you need to tell your husband that, hey, he needs to stay away from that lady. Everybody helps everybody here. I'm not a woman. I don't know those things. I know men things, but I don't know women things. You women can help these men. Just tell your husband, hey, tell that old boy, your friend, he needs to get away from her, because he'll be tied up like a goat. I ain't no good. But everybody help everybody in all these situations, no matter what it would be. God loves you. Jesus loves you. And he wants to bring this rising up to where everybody understands natural law, the way that his kingdom was supposed to be here on earth, with him, with everybody in congregation together. You believe everything you see, you believe everything you hear, you're scrolling 24/7, your mind turns to mush. I never have been that guy. I wouldn't waste my time with it. I contemplate so much that's going on. I got enough going on in this head as it is, to let alone scrolling all the time. I've learned a lot. I really have. Learned a lot about evil, witchcraft, Greek, Hebrew, all these things that I've learned. It was Crash Course 101. So when you get into that situation where you got to go into Crash Course 101, you will learn how to get yourself out of these things. But you don't have to, because you are being told. You are being told and taught that these things are going to hurt you. Drugs, drinking, whatever it may be. You know that it's bad. But if you trip off in there, expect what you get. Natural law will bring you on one side. Hey, have a cold beer. Look, it doesn't have to go into, I need a 20 pack. It just, it gets obsessive. They obsess, they sell these things to you to be obsessive. You don't have to be obsessive. You're enough for yourself. You're your own dominion, your own world. Nobody can come in that world unless you let it happen. Words, hey, hit me with a rock. Thank you very much. I'll go the other way. That hurt. But just take and move away from stuff. Pull yourself out of those things. Start concentrating on what you want. That's Gen Z, Alpha. I don't know a lot about you guys. I know you're coming up. The thing about it is that you need to take and discern your life partner, your future. Okay? Future in natural law is that you're walking in front of you and you make something in your mind that you want to do. Okay? You go forward. If it's a hardship, then it's probably what you're supposed to do. Okay? If it's easy as butter, guess what? It goes as fast as it comes in. Discern everything. Discern where you're going to school at, what you're going to do, what you're going to study. Is it in line with what the world really has to give you? Natural law is just obedience to God's path. Okay? We talked about the precepts. The precepts, honesty, humility. Look, honesty. I tried to tell one of my grandsons that if you're going to be a prince or a king, you have to tell the truth, even if it causes your own death. That's how I believe. So, at one day, he's going to try to, manipulate one way and manipulate the other way, and then God's going to hit him and says, guess what? You're going to stand up and be a prince or a king. You're going to tell the truth, no matter whether it comes to your death or not. That's the point of the whole exercise of understanding the chief cornerstone, the understanding why Jesus walked his path. Because you lay it on the line, lay it all on the line, you're not going to fail because God won't let you. Jesus is right there. You will keep walking that path and keep going that path, and it will turn into prosperity. I don't know about, I've done everything under the sun. I was living on a 50,000 acre ranch down in eastern Oklahoma. My dad was the dozer operator. I run at, I was 11 years old. TD20. Then I run an old cable lift 9 and a gallium, an old gallium slapstick, a knuckle buster. So I've been in every situation a person could ever be in. Just telling you guys out there, take care of yourself. Take care of your ladies. They are queens, okay? Or they're princesses. Really, really modify yourself to say, okay. And then everybody's around you saying, he's pulling the chair out, setting her down, taking her coat. You're doing all these things, and that is your presentation, because guess what? That lady is in love with you because you're doing everything else that nobody else is doing for anybody. Okay? Ladies, expect them to do that. Don't get to try to put yourself in male pride because you don't have it. That's ego. Let them do that. That's a peacock spreading his feathers. Okay? He's showing himself off. This is my lady. This is what I do for my lady. And guess what? That goes home with you too, man. Honey, you need some ice cream? Yeah, baby, I'll take some ice cream. Thank you so very much. It's contagious is what I'm trying to tell you. Stay on the beaten path of doing the right thing. Don't get drug off the bars. Don't do the fly thing. Don't do the Delilah thing. Um, Stay away from the bad stuff. You know how to do that. The mundane life in natural law. Natural law. Okay? Precepts, statutes, uh, commandments. Uh, let's do this one. Submission. And let's go all the way up to say something. Okay? Which would be instruction. Okay? The instruction is the commandment. Okay? You're instructed that these laws are sin. Okay? Then you go to the see what I say? Submission. Okay? We're not going to submit to that. Okay? We're going to do this natural law thing. Natural law. Okay? Is that we're going to walk the path we're on. We know that that was sin. We take it over to submission. We're submitted to the Father. You walk in His natural law. You're in submission away from all of that sin. All of it. You're just walking down the road here. And there's your gifts. There's your blessings. Anything that you start, you go to the Father and say, Father, I want to do this. And then you go towards it. You use discernment at that point to understand that, okay, I see this. I understand the whole picture now. Got to have tools. Got to have jack. Got to have all these things to go forward. Got to have a welding machine, whatever it may be. Paper press, ink, mandrels, whatever that may be. And then you look at the end of it and you say, am I going to be worthy of that at the other end? Is this what I'm going to do? Is this what I want to do? You go back inside, you're talking to God, and you say, God, is this what I'm going to do? Looks like a big deal. I want to do it. I want your support. Stay in natural law. Be a good person. Take care of your family. Take care of your parents. Take care of your grandparents. Take care of your next door neighbor. Take care of everything that's going on around you to try to just be the best person you can. And then look here. Sounds like a lot of work. It is a lot of work. But guess what? You're not at the bar. You're not down here doing this. You're not down here. You're supporting your family. You're taking the job you're taking your job in your teeth to take care of your family. Ladies, same thing goes for you. Taking the kids to school, taking and doing your thing, fighting at the PTA or going to the school office and saying, what did he do this time? Look here. Cooking supper, doing whatever you do. You've got a big plate too, because you got natural law yourself. Your kids got to be dressed correctly. Everything is an image nowadays. Everything's an image. Well, back in my day, there was an image, all right. You had a pair of Wranglers, a pair of boots, and you might get one or two pairs a year. Okay? So, the day today is go buy a shirt for tomorrow, go buy a shirt for the next day. You handle and control what's going on at the house, and you discuss. You're the queen of all of it. You take it back to your husband and say, husband, this is what we have to do. Okay. I'll make it happen, Captain, one way or another. And that's your job, Dad, husband, or king. You're a husband. So, if you're 10 foot tall and bulletproof, you're slaving away, tucking away them nickels and dimes, it's going to get tougher too. Time's fixing to get pretty tough on everybody. Grow a garden, if you can. And I know you can. I can. But you got to learn that staying in natural law is staying in the obedience of the Father. It's just natural law. It's just natural, like growing green beans or corn. It's your natural law. The precepts, as you go down your precepts, responsibility, surrender, at what you do in natural life. The gifts will come to you. You come over with the commandments. Commandments are coming over to the statutes, and then you have your complete pie with your statutes. So, prohibit what you can, shortcut all the programs that you can, pulling your household together, trimming the fat, streamlining things, taking care of your wife and kids, wife taking care of your husband and kids, your house. Um, Ladies, you are queens, princesses, and pages. But just remember that you have a responsibility. You have a responsibility coming forward to do discernment yourself and saying, I don't want to be around that boy. Oh, he's good looking and all that, and he does everything. It's just all wild, hoo. But you got to take the responsibility upon yourself because mom can't sit with you at school all the time. Boy. And she needs to be able to trust you to the understanding that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and understanding that all this stuff is being talked about people, about things, about behind your back, backbiting, spreading rumors. Hey, mom finds out, she's liable to jerk a knot in your tail. Okay? So just be a good person. Help everybody. Even at the playground, if somebody falls, help them up. Try to be the best person you can. Moms, I know it's tough. You've got a full pattern of everything in your day. There's all kinds of things always going on. Uh, but you can handle it. Uh, there's no reason you can't. Because you're following natural law and you're a queen. That gives you the authority to throttle anybody that comes down the street. But be a good person. Do just treat everybody with kindness. Treat them as much kindness as you can. If you have time, if you got somebody extra money or something, feed somebody. Take care of something. If you can. Just 2 or 3 minutes out of your day. I know that everything stacks on our day, but we have to walk away from this hustling, bustling, hustle. You got to remember there's something that's bigger here, and it's God. Okay? This is what He wants. He wants us all to be servants. Now, we can go back to a time when I was a kid. We worked 6 days a week. Okay? 12 hours a day, 10 hours a day, whatever it was. Sunday was God's day. And after we got with church, we was invited over to somebody's house to have barbecue, donuts, whatever it was. We played the rest of the day and then go back to church, finish the night up, and go home. Now, you've got so much going on with Kentucky Fried Chicken, Sam's Club, all these things. You have to cut a lot of the fat out of your life because things are fixing to get really tough on everybody. But help your neighbor, help your people, help your parents, help everybody you can. Now, the part of the chief cornerstone, I know we read 119:1 and 2, I think. We'll go with 3 and 4. They also do no iniquity. They walk in His ways. Thou hast commanded us to keep the precepts diligently. That's 3 and 4. It's real understandable. Keep the precepts. That's natural law. It's just as natural eating cornbread and beans. It's just that natural. Steak and potatoes, salad, whatever. It's just as natural as that. Natural food, natural law, natural everything. Your independence as a woman or as a man is natural law. Non-narcissistic ways, confrontational, angry attitudes, all these things that you have on you that you want to say that you can give to your husband, or when he gets home, I'm just going to throw him. Well, you know, I can tell you this. Mine, when I was married, uh, will go, husband, didn't give my attention. She raised up a little bit. Hey, husband, okay. Yes, ma'am. What? You know, and you need to talk about this over here. Husband, submit. Okay. Don't don't be irritated enough to say, "Baby, I'm watching TV." Because guess what? It's fixing to get fixing to get a hailstorm. Just remember that all this language that's going on is natural law. You're working in it, you're walking in it, you're talking in it, you're eating in it, you're living in this realm of earth. The universe sees everything you do, and it's sent right to God. Okay? So, his eyes are always on you about what you're doing. Make no difference what it is. Walked out of natural law, there's a penalty. You think you got away with it, there's a penalty. Judgment always comes. In the morning, in the afternoon, but it'll always come. Guys, gals, girls, boys, do the right thing all the time. Tell the truth even if it means your death. Okay? That's a knight's tale and a queen's tale. They're always going to always do what's right. No matter what it takes, no matter what it does, just do what's right. For the people and for yourself. Then you'll see your world, everything starts glowing. Everything's just a glow. Everything's just, hey, we got it going. We went from 20 to 36 to 19, and then we come straight into the chief cornerstones and the natural practice of natural law. Okay, God's natural law. You stay in those petitions. Okay, you stay in the understanding of the commandments. Those are your laws. Then you come to your statutes and you form these together, and it comes out that you understand what God is saying. You know, He's saying these things. And there's no way you can get out of uniform. You can connect any dot any way you want to. It's still going to be food for you. So just take it in. Give your love to everybody you can. That's just as simple as it gets. Give everybody a hoo-yah. Uh, Operators, keep going. Ladies, uh, do the very best you can for your husband. Husbands, bow and submit. She'll take care of you. She ain't going to overstep your boundaries. You be a gentleman and you show everybody you're queen. I promise you, you'll get whatever you want and what you need when you want it. Okay? Princes and princesses, help your mom and dad out there. Clean the yard, taking out the trash, stay off phones, find you another life. Go out and play in the mud. You know, go climb a tree. Don't take it on my advice. Ask mama first. I don't want that responsibility. But anyways, this is where we're at today, and I'm doing 2 verses at a time, so it kind of sets in. Blessed are the undefiled in the way who walk in the law of the Lord. Blessed are they that keep his testimonies, and that he seeks him with a whole heart. They also do no iniquity. They walk in his ways. Thou hast commanded us to keep the precepts diligently. When you understand that, and you understand the story that I gave you about Delilah and Samson, okay, that was the same issues coming down, okay. Samson didn't abide by the precepts. He didn't abide by the law, which are the commandments. He was given a gift and he squandered it and ended up losing his life. The thing about it is, guys, girls, queens, kings, princes, and pages, tell your friends before they go there. Tell your friends that there could be a possibility there's a problem here. Wives, tell your friends to your husband. Tell them to talk to whoever they got to talk to. That's not a good person for him to be around. Tell your husband needs to do the right thing. Tell him. Wives, same way. Uh, tell your uh, your girlfriends or whatever that's not a person to be around. They spread lies. They talk behind everybody's back, backbiting all the time, and that is, believe it or not, those things that they're talking in the background behind your back is witchcraft. Okay, it's not called gossiping because that's the reason why it says in the Bible, don't gossip, because what you're doing is you're building up something. Okay, that can be turned into energy, and that's what comes off is the energy towards the person. Then it captures them, okay, if they believe in it. And then they will, oh, they're just gossiping about me. I can't stand it. You don't want to go there. There's a lot that happens whenever you do that. Guys, same way. Don't do it. Be straight up, straightforward, straight shooting. Already been through all that. And I'm not going there. But anyways, I'm Servant. I'm Pisces. Y'all have a good day.